The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The 7 watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes and rest your wee head.
Probando, probando. Estupendo. Espero que salga bien. Alright, let's keep going. So, we pretty much have everything to do here in this kind of Mars still. So, pretty much everything of the map is still in Explore. I still have to deal with these ones in order to get like the loot for carbines. Remember that there was the guy that was like selling the Aeroturg spellbooks. So it's important, we have to clean there. Of course, I will get the quest in order to help the guy. We got the chest though, that was in the next to the beach, the one that is like guarded by the headsman. And we managed to clean all the Voidwalkers that they were like trying to ambush, and also the salamanders. Of course, we still have to go to the cape, to the Brachus Vault. This is the maze, where is the tower. Eventually we'll reach there. So yeah, let's continue. Let's head to discover this part, this kind of like base. And I have to think if I also have some things there, like actually in the forgery. I'm pretty sure there is like still people to kill, like damn magisters, but we'll go about it. So let's keep moving.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed.
Armadia's blessings, child. I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray,
Some more
who
packets
are
that you want.
Whatever you bring with you, you're welcome to stay, as long as you keep our peace. I am Gratiana, priestess of Armadia. It is a privilege to welcome you to her sanctuary from Brachus's vile swamp.
She pauses for a moment before answering.
We must always strive to help those who suffer. For many years I did not understand that simple truth. For many more, I have tried to right the wrongs of my past.
Despite the mask, you can feel her.
Time is a river, ever slipping by. It does no good to more. In this place I can worship the goddess Armadia and help those who come to me for aid. I live a good life. Go in Armadia.
Let's get the waypoint.
Wished bonny barn, now don't.
Amidst the placid little rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes, like endless. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort. As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze.
All right.
The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
Let's see what it has to say.
My children, my children.
I think so.
Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have ruled.
A feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits.
All right, come on, we have things to kill. It's enough to feel the sea.
You feel
Yeah,
the
let's use the
goddess's
beast stab
presence
here.
surround you. Feel her nestle you. The intensity of her embrace deepens. Never since the unremembered days of childhood.
My child, my child.
Yeah. Have things to kill.
I love you.
I have to remember that we are trying to get also the villain tag. That means that we kill Bardas. We actually, I think that we saved the people from the
As
boat, but
suddenly
I
as
think
it
it was a
came,
misclick.
the voice is gone. The pond now
But
shines with a
Armadia's grace.
yeah, you also have to tell me about it. Let's get going. Ooh.
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken.
Where are your
He
teeth
picks
in
up a
ivy
rapier,
green?
the blade nicked and splintered.
It's not too much to look at, is it?
Speaks.
The weapons, I mean.
He holds the damaged blade up to the light.
This was Halon's blade. It was his first. It was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halon. And he died for what he believed.
Okay, I will
The
take
point
it for
breaks
you.
away, leaving a jagged edge. The sword is shorter now, but
Who are you?
he realizes
I don't have any point of getting dagger. Let's see if we can
he
trade.
works fast.
The blade is thirsty. Nice doing business with you.
Alright,
I wish I had better wares to offer.
nothing much.
Your humble servant.
Have pretty much everything we wanted from the necromancy skill book. Chop, chop, chop. That's funny. Right. I think I'm trying to steal a tiny bit maybe later. Let's see. Oh, we found the kid again.
Wasn't sure you.
The disheveled lizard eyes you with hope, though her hope is tinged with mistrust.
Han tells me you helped him out of Fort Joy. For that, can I ask if... Did you happen to meet a man named Gareth on your way here?
He'll be back.
He has to, indeed. We need our leader. You're kind to offer. But you'd best talk to Gareth's squad. Now, Han.
Catch you later, Skip.
Right, let's kill these people. They were like ambush. It's important when you talk to them, you get like some kind of like quest. And it's important that you have to remember that the kid, which I don't know what is, oh here, is also injured. So in order you have to like help all of them. So let's start with this one. You see, get like really nice experience quickly for each one that you heal. You can see that I guess that's also where is it? Healing touch. We heal Cloud, we heal Jules. Let's get these other two. Oh, I will help you.
What?
Oops, nope.
Mateys, let me change your dressing.
Another XP, lovely.
There is hope.
Ilyushin's locks. Stop fidgeting, lad.
Healed? I'm healed.
Let's heal everyone up. I don't know if they have like extra experience if you heal the people up, but we'll see. Let's have a look. One tick. Oh, yeah, already, so I guess that answers the questions. And in order to close the quest itself,
Ilyushin's locks. Stop fidgeting, lad.
oh, it's already closed then. I hope. Then they fix it on the definitive edition. That's good. Because you have to have like help her and the kid.
Ilyushin's locks. Stop fidgeting, lad.
There you go. Everyone help. Let's see, like healing touch. Heal the injury seekers. That's lovely. It was like almost 4k of experience. Always really needed. And they can actually back to fight, even if that's not what they're going to do. And we will see them soon. Let's get them something.
Healed me. I was bound for death, and they...
He lands a comradely slap on your back.
Don't you doubt it. This old war serpent still got... The Magisters attacked our camp back at the harbour. I caught one of their arrows right in my side. That would have been a slow death.
An arrow to the knee. Alright.
That's better.
Alright.
It seems the wounded will pull through.
Samadel smiles with relief at Han's healed. The
fuck?
boy whistles a somber tune.
Sure, Leia's her name. She'll be down by the water. Word of war.
That's good. Yeah. If I remember correctly, she's not going to help you until you bring back Gareth, which is kind of like a bad situation.
A young man in oversized armor
Let's see how it's
paces
going.
around a table.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it. What good are battle tactics?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence.
Who the blazes are you? Beast, eh? On the run from Fort Joy, are you? A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one. Though, of course, your collar. Seekers, well, we guard the true principles of Lucian. There are sorcerers who can follow in his path and become divine, godwoken. We seek them out and protect them.
Okay, buddy.
We came here to free a godwoken called Verdus from
Yeah, he's
Fort
dead.
Joy.
I kill him.
He was our best hope. Likely our luck. The
Nope.
Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons. There's weapons. Ancient devices that can counter those things. But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, you'll...
Alright. Yeah, I will help you. Come on. Yeah, whatever.
Please, Armada.
The beast of the sea. Stories of your beard alone fly across Riverland like flock.
The dwarf
It was nice to
his excitement
find
at meeting a
fellow
fabled freedom
dwarves.
fighter is tempered only by the fretting human keeping him company.
Operation Downfall. To people like them, war's a pageant, ain't it? The Queen puts on a show and the peons stand on their nape. That Lohar, I know the guy. Calls himself an entrepreneur, but that's just a fancy word for thug. Got his finger in every pie in Driftwood. Reckon he's... Oh, but I've forgotten my manners, and Mama didn't raise no cave troll. Name's Duggan it is. Oh, and this here's Leia. You gotta be sick of that collar.
Leia shakes her head and returns to her.
Gareth is...
If we didn't need her to remove Verdus' collar, she'd be safe somewhere far from here. We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy. Shiny collars and all. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them shriekers. What do you think, Leia?
She averts her eye.
He'll have more luck getting Dallas to unlock them. The poor girl's not in her best mind without Gareth.
Alright. Well, let's see that we are not going to get any help from this dwarf.
Gareth.
Alright.
Lays his hand on her shoulder.
Now that's a kind.
Alright. Well, off to fighting again. Let's save the game so we avoid the chit-chat talking. Heal a tiny bit. We got the salamanders for here and I think I got the treasure, but I didn't equip actually, so we have like few things to get. Oh, that is lovely actually. I still don't know what kind of composition I'm running. I have a mix of ideas. I've been playing Divinity quite a long time, and it's just that many things that works. Of course, there's always like same as like any of the games, the steers, but I'm trying to make it as I go, which may not be this really smart or the best decision here at Tactician, because I'm really fearing the last battle with versus Alexander, and there's going to be a hell of a mess if I don't have my things in order. And remember that we have no mods, so we cannot respec here. We have to pass that battle, and whoa, I really don't know how we'll manage to pull that, but we will see. Right now we are level 6, still plenty of things to do here in Fort Joy, so hopefully we can hit never 9, 10 before heading to the battle. And yeah, pray for the best actually. Let's get the sweet lot. It was like there. I cannot wear this anyway. As a sweet axe, by the way. Oh, but I really love the stats though. Massive strength, rings of intelligence. We cannot use that. Remember that it's cursed. As soon as you put it, get crippled. Which is really pain in the ass. Alright. I would love to have a handsman though. It seems that they have the better damage, and we are going to need the damage actually to rip the people, the mobs will fight us in order to apply some CC. So I'm thinking I'm getting some kind of hunter summoner. But as you can see, I have nothing else ready. I have some abilities here, like still like waiting to see if I can think about it, but yeah, I think I will go with the normal one. So you will get this. That's a pretty one. Intelligence. You're going to go for intelligence there. Yeah, why not? I think it will be better to have the Huntsman here with Necromancer a tiny bit of hell. So I think I will go for it. So yeah, but I cannot get you one finish right now. So Fane is going to convert itself into a nice Huntsman. Oh, that's a lovely one finish, one run get. Sweet to pull the damage. I already have like many things here. Saved. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this. Not. No. Try to save some space. Alright. So you have one Huntsman. I don't know why. I think I misclick or I tried to pull something, but I didn't track it. Alright. Necromancer and Necromancer, which is pulling, and I'll get one finish as soon as possible. I think I will get the Geomancer, 1, 3, so I'll get you another one here maybe, and pass the ring to the guy so he can heal himself a tiny bit. I think I will go to one polymorph. I don't know, I don't think it's necessary right now. Trying to push the polymorph in order to have like one attribute to put it in finis and then equip all this. I don't think it's necessary at the moment. That's a better ones. And I think, well, it's always nice. I really like the stats though. So yeah, we got things in order. I don't know if we can actually manage to go to the bold, Brachus bold. So let's keep going. It's another really big fight there with a really like huge void walking that I really want to avoid right now. Oh, that was a weird change of lighting. Sorry. Alright.
The pig is engulfed in flames, but her skin...
We've leapt in lakes and rolled in puddles of blood, and the makes no can't you do anything?
The pig is clearly getting worked up. She seems on the verge of racing away.
You aren't sure? How do I know it won't worsen the torment? How do I know you?
I don't have any persuasion, so
Yeah.
yeah, alright. Go away. Oh, it's kind of a shit. Whoa. No, I already have one. I'll take it. No thanks. Yeah, that was the chest. Oh my god. Why you keep... Let's toss it to the fire. Boom. Alright, so we have also this quest. Let's go up. Yeah, there's going to be like people there, which I really don't like at the moment. So let's keep going. I think our best chance is to get back to Fort Joy and try to clean all the Magisters in order to get like a tiny bit more experience. There is the battle I want to avoid. There's a really huge void walking with a few skeletons. It's really pain in the ass. There's a guy here also, if I remember correctly. It's blind. You can also kill it quickly. This is a story like finding this bear, and furthermore you will realize why. Can we get there? It's some kind of loot. It's interesting to go there maybe. It seems something we can loot, so maybe we can try. I really wish I had some kind of ability to jump and cut through, because right now I only have like the battery ram and it's not enough. I got the cloth and dagger just before saving the last time. So it doesn't seem there is anything here. Let me check. It's a quick peace of mind for wits, in case there is something hidden. but I don't think so. I don't recall there will be like anything hidden here. So yeah. Pull me out. Oh fuck. Alright. I think I tossed it in someone. It's going to hurt. Yeah. Alright. Luckily we have our lovely bedrolls to heal any kind of this damage. Get a sweet buff for 3 turns. So let's keep going.
Captain, is that you?
Where is it going? Discover a way to port the source from the outcome of its effects. The secret lies in an old technology pioneered by the ancient Source King Brachus Rex. Yeah, don't like the guy. Keep cursing people all along the island. So maybe that was not a smart choice, actually. Let's read it and sell it.
Where is everybody?
Oh, I thought they were like recipes. Cutting bread. Alright, well, we will sell it anyway. It's a drain one. We can read this. No.
Who's there? I can hear you. Captain, is that you?
Scavenger hunt. Oh, Tyrant.
Captain,
Since there's not many people within the ranks of the Magister, but they are happy of how is it going actually.
A young magister tenderly fingers 2 fresh gashes across his eyes and face. His fingertips hesitate over his closed eyelids. He's been blinded. At your approach, he spins to face you and readies his shield.
Stop! Stop!
I think we should spare his life. If I recall correctly, for some other gameplays, you can actually convince him that you are not going to be like harmful, and he leaves. But that creates that doesn't give them max experience. What is this? The game max experience for this will be like, I think it was like getting yourself handcuffed because you let that the blind guy arrest you. But that triggers an ambush, and you are like 3 people. So let's see if we can get it. I really want to go to the billion tag, so Suma persona, Magister Bear.
Beard? I don't know any beard. Tell me the truth. Who are you?
I don't have any persuasion, so I'm gonna fail it anywhere. Try to make the conversation to another one. It's coming to your face. Alright, nice answer.
State your name! Now! Escaped. Hold still. I need to apprehend you.
Oh god.
He sidles blindly beside the cart, groping his way toward you.
It would be really cool if they animate this though. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you.
It's my job, it's why I'm here. Don't you understand?
Trust me.
You're so dangerous.
He continues to grope toward you, his sword clenched tightly in his hand. He opens his eyes a fraction of an inch and winces, stumbling over a rock stuck in the mud. He clings tightly to your forearm, getting his bearings on the marshy ground.
See if he's going to like get me like with a handcuff. I hope not.
How bad is it?
He stands there for a moment, very still, holding on to you. His
Look! I have a job
Look.
here. I need to guard this cart, and more than that, I need to protect people.
He pulls a pair of shackles out of his bag and holds them out, open toward
What are you guarding?
Understand? Stay away!
Yeah, for the sake of experience. Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, do you hear that?
Oh, cool. You don't get shackled anymore. That's lovely. You marked me. Come here, fucker. 200. Wow, that's a lot of register, and there's another one there. So I think I'll go to the. What is that? Oh, there. Oof, oof. That's a really bad situation. There's like 2 tanks. Like 2 people with huge armor. So I think I will have to hit and try to hope for the best. Which one is the next one? Yeah, I'm going to have to go down with you. So let's do it.
Prepare yourself.
3 turns. I really want to keep the tentacle, but this most applying stuff. 29. I should have run though. I will have lost one of them. Yeah, let's cripple. It's a mage. What is this? Oh yeah, that's funny. No. I need to. I don't reach you. What? I really need to get these 2 people together. This is the next one, so it's gonna be hard. Hopefully, this guy will do something. Alright, let's see if I can get behind you. And teleport the other one really close to here. But this one is going to move away. Right? Because weapons or weapon skills. Alright, so since not, so let's put them together, see how it works. Did he move? No, there. Oh wow, double knockdown. It's gonna be really bad. Really bad. Can I remove his... It says permanently. Yeah. Why I don't have the battery RAM here? Oh, this is Fane, not the... Oh yeah, makes sense. Alright, let's try to get back some of the armors, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess. I think I'll go with this. See if we can get more things so they can hit actually. An action point is always nice. 100, yes, 2 are really hard, like, oh my god. It's going to be really hard though. Yeah, let's get in there. Do it slow. Oh wow. Boom. Looking pretty bad at the moment. Hopefully I don't... Oh shit. I'm going to have to use both of them. Because you have like 14 armor. Well, I have no choice. And it looks down. Alright, lovely.
Glory is mine.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Slowed and crippled, but not thrown down because it's the CC. Let's try to get the armor up a tiny bit. And yeah, why not? Like, put has to yourself. Knockdown. Yeah, Beast is not going to make it. Hopefully hit the other one.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Oof, oof. this is Fane. So the stick. I really don't know why I keep hitting this one. I will try to focus and try to like get them away as possible. I have to heal a tiny bit. This is like decaying. Yeah, well. Come on, man, do something. I'm really fucked up here. Very good. Really smart though. Can I get over here without you attacking and blow this up there? I think so. So this is only one, so I can actually like hit the one. Oh shit. I cannot. Skeleton, skeleton, which is this one. I have no way of putting him. Have any useful spell that can help me here? Yeah, Ruination. I think I'm going to go with the knockout arrows. Oh, that looks really nice. Actually, like, use plenty of stuff here, but yeah, let's go with the knock arrow. Because it cannot allow you to do anything else. And can we do something else? No, right? Oh man, it's gonna be like so bad. Yeah, why not? Please don't die, beast. Like. You are not marketed, yeah, but the bloated course maybe. Alright, knockdown. So yeah, let's try to get this one on focus. It keeps healed because I have all my weapons coated with poison, and of course remember that poison heals the undead. So I thought about that. Ah, and he's gone. Oh god. Alright. No interest in clearing the thing, but I think we'll create a surface of water. Oh, God, cool. Fane is also really problematic going down. Alright, let's get another one. Attack me, both of them? Yeah. Wow. So I guess I will use my turn, because he's going to die anyway, in order to create like some gap. He's going to die. Let's see if he attacks that one. Come on, die! Don't cast another spell. Oh shit. Ah, and he's gone. Fucker. Oh, it's magical. Oh, that's really bad. Poof. So unlucky with that. Hit you, but the executed allowed me to. Oh my god, why I'm being so unlucky? Oh my god. Die already. Oh god. And he's gone. I could have had the two ones there. Going to go for the shock. I need to get rid of this. Yeah. I think they're not going much anywhere. Where's the other one? Oh, there. Why I'm not hitting you? Well, let's see if I have something to throw at them. I like this. I really like this. One blinded, the other one is resisted. Yeah, I thought it was going to be one anyway. Ah, yeah. I cannot work like that, man. So back to your position, because I don't like you. Alright, pulling down them. Hopefully this keeps going a tiny bit. Wow, that's a lot of armor. I'm glad I'm going to take it in with my resistance. God. This guy is being really useless. Very good. Alright. So... yeah. Let's get another one there. Using a lot of these. What do you like? We need to get more and more. Oil surface is gonna be really amazing for this guy. It's not wet anymore, so we won't apply the shock status. So I'm trying to like slow him as much as possible. Can you set you in burning? Yes, yes I can. Alright. Anything? Yeah, alright. I guess no point in killing, I cannot kill you because you will die. There's no point neither, so I think I will heal myself here. I have too much armor. I'm just playing like hit him. Should be shocked, and when you move, you should be stunned. Yeah, okay, alright. That was lovely. Okay. So the next one is this one. He already gave me his turn, and I have nothing actually to throw to him. So I guess I will keep buffing the star of my group, which is Loxe. The Reza floated. More armor. And play that. I don't want to waste another resurrection scroll. Yeah. You're going to be here. That's like blocking the way. This guy was not going anywhere. He's like shocked. Close. Oh god. Very good. I think there is no point in applying a status anyway. So... oh, well. Let's go with this one. Are you wet, you're chill. So now just shock for 2 turns. Yeah, I buy that. Yeah, sure. Get the course. Yeah, you can heal yourself. Tiny bit, and heal yourself. Alright. Just die. What are you gonna do? Shields up. Alright. I set you on fire, guys. Clear-minded though. And hasty. Yeah. Where are you? Yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die of burning. And the next one hopefully can get it. Well, it's not done, so I have no problem. Oof, that was a really close call. Where are you? Oh, there. That was a really close call with so many people dying. I have to restore and play around the ground. It's really hard. Even though the guy was going to be like 4 guys, 200 armors each, the melee ones. Quite impressive actually for Tactician. Let's see if we have something. Come on, give me something interesting. I don't have anything with runes. How much you can sell? Well, I can sell that. Yeah, why not? This will be also for healing for Fane, an armor, a dagger. Alright. Okay, what are you gonna tell me, man? After save your life.
His head suddenly falls forward. He starts to sob, though no tears fall from his wounded eyes. He quickly quiets, his hand hesitates at it.
Get out of here, okay? We never met. No one has to know.
Be well.
Pretty sure it was not. Yeah, it's going to be blind anyway. Alright, so that's one fight less. Yeah, let's get Fane. Because he's like taking a. Normally has like. This. Poison stuff. And it's really shitty. So. Let's trade it. I really need gloves. What's happening? Like, why they are so bad? I don't think I can use it. Oh yeah, I can. But do I want it? I don't think so, right? It seems better. And it has the rune. Remember the runes, they don't get waste, as would you expect in all the other games. Why I have... Alright, anyhow. So, in weapons, poison damage, physical damage, I guess that will be like... What am I doing here? Like, what? Yeah, there. Yeah, lovely. Alright, I think that guy pulls some damage at the moment. Save it and continue our adventure.
Who's there?
You know who's there, man. Just talk to you. What is that? Oh, that's the poor bear.
The cub looks up at you with a sad... The cub stifles us.
I want my mum.
The bear cub blinks, sniffles.
Like me, I guess. Only bigger. You've seen her, mister.
Panic and sorrow fight for position.
Oh no. Oh no.
The grief-stricken...
Bye bye. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Let's see if we can get something useful from the camp. I should spare these people.
Blood and carnage. The Magisters didn't spare a single seeker.
I think I will get this ring because I don't have any other option. Yeah, you don't have anyone, so 2 more armor for you. Well, tiny bit. Not good. Doesn't make anything. This. Wait. Let's read it and back to words. Yeah, we read that already.
What's this? I found something.
That is lovely, and stuff. I know this. Was hoping for something else. 2 intelligence, 1 hydrosophil with fire damage. That's weird. And with a rune, yeah, we can. Well, it seems that we cannot use it. Oh, why are you carrying? Fuck. I saw 2 before. The other one, yeah, you have it. Yeah. All right.
What is that?
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
It is. And immortal, actually. Look at the shield. Pew! Can go down there. I didn't know that. Well, should be someone here, no? Like, otherwise it will be the camp there. Maybe it's not there yet. I think I can remember there was like a scout here or something. Well, let's keep going. I'm gonna spare all these people.
An old elf's pained gaze passes
But dear ones, not like this. They're as good as my family. But so
Oh, I will
much
heal them,
pain.
don't worry.
But they're still inside. And yes, I know full well what they'll become. And I know full well they'd rather die 1,000 deaths than be used in such ways. They're called shriekers. Upon sight, they blast passers-by with swords so powerful none can withstand it. Where you find shriekers, you can trust the Divine Order is hiding something they desperately want to keep private. Stay away from shriekers if you want.
I don't know if, like, with late blessing. If they are half fun, like. Nope. Well, we'll come back later. Maybe there's something about it. So here's the dragon. I would love to kill the dragon actually in Tactician, but look at that. And he hits like really. Like really hard. Let's go to Fort Joy and clean that up. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we can get this Let's get them. Let's use a tiny bit of advantage. I think that they will pull somewhere there, so we should unchain our characters. No, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not going to load the game for this. So it's really, really bad. Like, look at these people too there. Oh man. Can we leave the battle though? Like, what is Fane? Loxe and the Red Prince. The Red Prince is out of combat. So yeah, this people is out of combat though. Maybe we can still position it. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Is there no way of going there actually? Yeah, no. Can I pull him out of combat instead of moving him? Let's see. Yeah, much better. Alright. Any help that you have in Tactician is really well needed and useful. So I'm really glad that we could start that combat all over. Hide here, see if they move around. Try to create like a bottleneck. Yeah, lovely. And yeah, you go here. Hopefully, they don't see you. Come at me, bro. It's lovely. They leave their positions, get all nicely and tight together, and I can already start moving here. Have some advantage. Going to 45 so I can teleport him, but I will get this one. Oh, that's really bad actually. See if I have. Yeah, much better. Do it as close as possible without breaking the steel. See if you can reach there. Alright, so I thought you were going to. Well, anyway. This is lovely actually. Nice, nice. the shit out of them.
I'll yield.
Yeah, easy fight. Level 4, so easy peasy.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Toma.
You're not trying to escape.
Tasca. Alright. Yeah, not gonna happen. Guess we need to get him like early. Okay, whatever. I really need more skills. Where are you going, man?
I'm ready.
No. Oh, I only wanted to get one. Let's be on the way. Can I cripple you now? Just damage, but no. Does this hurt? No. Right. Yeah, you're nowhere to go. That's what I thought. There's no point. Funny what you can get. Bow and an amulet. Alright, I will take it. Let's clean this. This guy is new.
Pretty soon we'll nick 'em, same as we did the Black Ring.
Wasn't any weight, man.
Yeah, I don't like this approach anyway. You going to get me now? Oh, that was close. Is everything activated or what? No, that's
The Divine would want the world free of Void Woken.
Why you came all this way here? Seems that they are not activated, although they are like. So let's try to keep it that way.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Oh wow, that's nice.
Prepare yourself.
Because before it, no, doesn't seem so well. Going to get you atrophy, so yeah, you're pretty much fucked up. Yeah, I'm not going to take any risk. Stay where you are. Lovely. Anything interesting here? Oh shit. No, it's activated. Oh. I will take it. Oh man.
Right where I want you.
I thought you were going to get out so slow. Alright. Yeah, 3 is okay. So you need to keep going.
Subdue them, and make sure Cork doesn't leave.
There's another. There's another ranger there. I need to pull this guy out of there. Or he's gonna die like really soon. Yeah. Come on, me brother. All right, so. have much armor, so I guess I will try to run there. The idea will be like to pull Korg out of there, and now it's only versus 2. The thing is that he's not has any armor, and this guy is also there 1 versus 2. But if I can get Beast down there, I can help him.
Glory is mine.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really red in there. This low. Lovely, I got some armor. You will need it. It's going to reach Luxor, right? Oh god, it's going to be a disaster. Let's see if I can put him on fire. Alright. Getting orally together. Stretch. Yeah, why not? Some armor. No, too risky. This one, and yeah, that guy missed the turn. This one is burning. I'd rather keep it that way, so I will just try to apply. I really don't like the guy really so close. He moves before, so we can put him like there. I will wait the restoration in case I need it. Alright. 60, 75. Keep locking this one.
Glory is mine.
Alright. Yeah. Say bye to the cat. Wet and chill, that means that he moves less, right? Yeah. Lovely. This one is blocked, so it takes a tiny bit root. I don't know why he has done that anyway, instead of hitting Luxor, but I'm okay with it. Meanwhile, Cork is going, and help is on the way, man. I can actually, like, go there, trigger the trophy, move closer. Really regret this now. You should fall. No. No. No fall. Alright. Well, it's okay anyway. Physical armor. Some damage. So you stun. It's funny how things work. I think we can get up past you. You will burn eventually. I will get the execute anyway.
Worms take you.
And lovely restoration for you. That's it. That's 2 down. Die. Gonna kill Cork eventually. Oh shit. Really don't like this. Oh! I hate that what happens. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure.
Into the dark with you.
Lovely.
Fasten tight.
Can I manage to kill this? Yes, I guess so. Over in there. Not going anywhere now. That's it.
By Lucian's swords, these magisters are
Stupid
mad.
squirrel is again on fire.
All right, dwarf. I'm glad to hear it. It was good to have you on my side. We showed those.
He pauses a moment to wipe a thick mixture of sweat and
Stupid squirrel
blood
is again
from
on
his
fire.
brow
How he doesn't
before
die.
continuing.
Want to load the game all over again.
I still can't believe they had the gall to attack me. It's high treason to go after a paladin like that. We're divine order, God. I'd love nothing more after what they did. But it'd be suicide.
I had already cleaned for Joy, man. There's not much to do.
Talking long enough. For my
Yeah,
part,
sure.
I need to report back to the paladins on the state of this. After that, though, and without the Magister's help, there's nowhere to go but the hollow marshes. I was once told there's an old harbor on the far side of the island. I must be off.
Alright. So we managed to kill everything, even we were like surprised. I didn't want to get that battle though, because it was really really bad position. All my people were here. I have to rush to get some help for that guy. Let's pick the nails. Remember that with nails you can combine it with the boots and create like boots that they don't slip on ice, which can be really useful sometimes. Especially if you have Aeroturk or like Hydrosophist, sorry. It creates like water most of the time. I still have like 3 battles here. I have to clean the harbor. I have to go inside to the trial, which is there. And I still have the fight against the guy that keeps pulling faces and stuff from people. So, yeah. Plenty to do still. Let's see how, yeah, more nails, please. I want all the nails. That's lovely that they put that. You don't have to. I think it was really stupid to try to buy all the times the lockpicks. Can you get this? There's something else here. Like a reinforcement crate. Let me see if I can put. Where are you? There. Yeah, there was nothing, just nothing worth it. That's it, right? Yeah, it seems so. Yeah. Alright, so let's keep going. I think I will head to the harbor now. Try to clean up anyway. Don't know if I have shooting from here. I think it will be way risky. So let's go. You don't remember where it is? This is like where, like, no, up here. There is where you put the quest from the guy. Tells you like the teleportation gold gloves. You transport it here, and then he faces sadly along a bunch of magister and silent monks, which of course is always really nice. I'm going to pull the kind of like a barricade here. Let's pull this out. Nails, all the nails we can get. There's nothing else to put there. No other box. Well, I guess that will suffice. Let's try to create a pitch battle. Pretty sure eventually they will break, but the idea looks quite amazing. Let's get rested and save it again. Sneaking fail for what? What? Oh, because you. No, I don't need you. Well, maybe. Suppose that if you are on top of the ladder, you are blocking it. Do I have range though? No. No, 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 no. Ooh, so little. Oh, this is lovely. I wonder what's going to happen though. Let me save the game. Let me save because this can get really messy. I think all these people like come to you and maybe pull also this street. I mean, they don't have much armor, but I'm pretty sure they will go hard on locks. So let's see what happens. Oh, it's only one right now. That's good. And he didn't show the other ones. It made me here. Oh, now these people saw me. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to eliminate this woman before it goes. Oh.
Prepare yourself.
Alright. A tiny bit closer. Oh, look at them. You activated these 3 people. And 4. Wow, it's going to be really hard. Let me see what's happening. Oh, I moved Loxy. That's true. We need to get the quick solve as possible. So put this one there in the meantime. Get Lux has 10 peace of mind, so he gets first. Because my idea was to like froze that. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Let me see. Block path. Oh, I can use it there. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay. I guess I can also hit you. Oh, that's... well, they have like resistance, but I really want to slow these people down. So I think I will take that. Yeah. Luckily I have to go by my barrier I created before getting into battle. I have to go a tiny bit down. Yeah, alright. There's the surface. Alright, let's see if I can get the plan going. Since I will have to go there. I will go to this one then. There you go. Now you're stunned. Alright. Oh shit. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Aska. They move a lot. These people move a lot. I really would like to have but I'm not going to kill it anyway. No, not gonna happen. Again. Yeah, I need to kill that woman. And get Beast on the front in order to stun. It's too bad I have to kill her with this one. I really don't know where the guy is coming here. It's supposed that you cannot go up if the guy is blocking. Maybe they fix it though. Let's see what's happening. Hopefully they sleep. Nope. Ooh, that hurt. Sleep. No. I don't like it slow. See if I can put Beast somewhere there. This is not going as expected, actually, which is quite of a problem. I don't think you can go up the stairs. Or since you can, wow. They fixed that though. Oh, I see. Well, that's something to report. I'm pretty sure you couldn't anyway. So my main concern right now should be like the rangers. Actually, I'm going to like face battle. Come here, fuckers! Should be able to knock. Fuck, I missed. That is too far. That's good. So now they're all going up. They healed. And then run out of spells, and I need to start prioritizing what to kill because they have all armor. So I guess I'll have to move to weapon again. Oh shit, I forgot about this one. Ah. I really need to kill one so I can actually create a corpse. I have very little spells here. I don't know where. Oh yeah, did I have? Do I have everyone? Yeah, I think so. What will I poison? Yeah. Now I'm missing. First aid though. Oh, lovely. Last one that I was like still waiting. Just activated. Very nice. Alright. I was hoping to kill this one way before. Pin down. That's a new skill. Did it cripple? No, it crippled. Makes sense. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to take the rangers away. I don't need them. Even I have to. Hopefully, though. Loxy has the teleport. Yeah, so I'm going. Yeah. Cannot let these people run free. It's not enough. I don't want you to do anything. Oh god. You don't have any more there. Way complicated than I thought. Madre mía, qué follón. That's good. Oof, that was close. Oh yeah, fortified. Yeah, crippled, that's right. ¿Quién queda? This one is stun. This one is to move anyway. The Silent Monk poses no threat. And the Master Knight. That I cannot take it away. And I cannot stun him. So Loxy is pretty much dead. I guess. Can I do this? You're already burning Loxy, is dead. Let's see if I can. Smoke there. My tank is not tanking at all. It's there alone. Yeah. Healing! Oh, very good. Put myself on boarding. Are you going to die if I move you? Alright, off you go. I'm sorry, Lux. What's the best? Poison. This one no. Oh look, poison. Lovely. 9 AP. ¿Cómo? Misplay that one. Should be an elf. And get the flesh sacrifice. Get the sweet more damage and yeah, not going to risk it. Die. When are you moving? Oh, Fane's moving first. Maybe can. No, that's no point. Can I buff any of these? Yeah, not gonna happen. Alright. I wonder what's. Oh, maybe you could, because you can. No! Oh god. Yeah. You die. Goes off. Oh my god, really? Yeah. Lovely. Well, that went well. I've gone better. Oh, nails, yes. Could have gone better, but well. That is nice. I will get a look at it later. Yes, please, more nails.
Junk.
It's not junk, man. There's the poor gabbing. What is this? Like dogs. I wonder what sweet things has it carving for me now that he died. Poor guy. There's nothing else there. I wonder if you can actually go there. No, right? No. I don't think that will be possible. What's that? Oh, that's where the turtles are, no? Yeah. Alright, so we cleaned this part, we killed the Wendigo before. Now there's the rat that talks at into a rose, that we will get it eventually. And we're still on level 6, we didn't progress much. We cleaned for joy though. Oh, we still have to, sorry. Let's go to the dungeons. Yeah. See if we can manage to kill the guy with the golems. We really need to like clean everything up, try to get as much experience as possible in order to fight Alexander, because my comp right now is not good. I'm just going, look, this is the mess I created before. Only for like miserable like 200 experience. Anything. Anything at all. I didn't kill the dogs though, but now they are aggressive. They let me pass in the beginning, and I could actually loot this because I was desperately in need for equipment. But yeah, I'm gonna think I'm going to have to fight the dogs now. Kill poor Emmy. I will all told to the buddy. See if I can give him something like heads up. What's going to happen with her poor friend?
Griffin, his lads won't know what it is.
Oh, hey! Hey! Sauce? Hound? Did she? At least there's that.
The dog wags his tail, hopefully.
Alright, I'm gonna kill her. Sorry, man. Sorry, buddy. Oh, they're in combat. Very good. What? Why you're in combat with the dog? Oh my god. Alright. My dog is barking.
That's broken.
Yeah. The whip sound was it's not really needed. So this how the fuck they saw him? Saw them anyway. Maybe they saw the squirrel? I don't know. Slot setter. Do I have any kind of like nope. Oh. There they come. Please move all together nice and tight for proper disposal. Thank you. Forget the other flesh. Very good. Miss. Poor Emmy. Very good. Poor beast. Oh, thank you. Alright, that's enough. knockdown. Really important, the nails. Hello, Flander. I really don't know how... Is that French? How it's pronounced? Welcome. I'm just finishing cleaning Fort Joy for experience, as I was telling before. And I will move on quickly to the marsh. Where is it? Oh, there. Have you played the game? Or just like passing by Twitch browser? I hope I don't hit the guy there. 1, 2, 3. I don't need you. Move this quickly. I didn't play the first one, I have to admit that. There you go. Oh, he's going to die. 4, 3. Oof, that was close. As I was saying, it's like back there. Alright. As I was saying, I didn't play the first one. Just got my hands in this one. I was late to the Kickstarter last year, and when I saw that they were going to do the Divinity edition, I quickly buy a copy because they said that they were going to give the Divinity edition to the ones that owns the game, and I really couldn't miss that. Like, I think this game is really worth it. Wow, that was scary. And if you are lucky enough to have a partner to play with, you can, like, the gameplay like grows exponentially. You can be good, you can be a villain, you can actually like play against your friend. Let me see how. Yeah, crafting in the. I don't have much knowledge about crafting in the Definitive Edition. I can show you the panel though. It has like some recipes that you get around the world, and I'm pretty sure that if you like by trial and error, you can actually learn how to create new things. At least that was in the normal edition, because I remember that I had to check some guides and I could create stuff without having the recipe. But right now there is not much use because, for example, like these weapons, like I really don't know why would I want to craft this or this stuff. I can actually let's create one. Let's see how it is. So, oh yeah, sneaky fail, of course. So I just create an improved staff which is like 14 to 18 damage. It seems that what is good about this edition, and I think also it was the normal one, is what you craft. It has the level that you have at the moment. That means that you need to, like in case of World of Warcraft, for example, that you need to.
My tummy hurts.
I think it would make sense to combine. Don't do anything. Well, here, as I was telling you, the good thing is that when you craft something, it gets the level that you are right now, which is like pros and cons. If you craft something that is a powerful weapon, that we will have the chance to do it further into the game, maybe you want to actually hold a tiny bit. Instead of like crafting at 18, you want to craft it at 20, 21 for the final battle, because the stats like grow like enormously and it's make a huge difference. And of course there's like unique and eternal weapons, so but I don't want to get the game match or spoil you too much. Let me see, that dog's barking. So, as I was saying, the combine tab allows you to get recipes around the world. Like, there is some kind of you learn the recipes by looting or by picking a stuff, pretty much books. In this console, this one. That when you, well, I will remove from wares and read it. And this teaches you, for example, how to create a flame room, which is the kind of room that you will like put in some weapons in order to improve them. I cannot really help you with the comparison because I didn't play the one, but I think that in the Definitive Edition they really pull it through and make it better, the crafting. And I'm really sure about this, that it is like a complete crafting overhaul in the mod area in Steam. So and I tried that mod and it was way too much for me, like way too much. That mod, like crafting overhaul, I think it's called. It was too much for me, too much crafting. But maybe you like it. I don't know. Oh, nice crossbow. I was not really never a fan of playing like Minecraft or Terraria because at some point the amount of crafting like overwhelms me. I'm more of an action guy, even like I like strategy games that you have to think a lot. But like I don't know. I guess it's different. You're going to see something really like I don't know if you wanna see it in the story if you're going to play it yourself. We just killed some of the dogs, and now we will learn that this dog he has been on train in order to be a source hound. So I'm just warning you that maybe you would like to like make your own decisions regarding this dog because it's quite a story. So I will proceed, and up to you.
Can't be it.
A dog is quietly curled in the corner of the cage, seemingly trying to make itself as small as possible.
Please, don't hurt me. But I might hurt you. You smell like what they feed me. They changed me. They made me want to hurt people.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate.
I'm so jealous of you right now. If you are immune to spoilers.
Suddenly, he seems to remember.
Alright, I will proceed as I wanted to. I kind of already know the story. It's true that they redid like many quests in the Definitive Edition, but some things are core of the game, and this is one of them. So I will proceed. I'm playing a dwarf, which has the tax of barbarian, and I'm going to proceed like that. And I'm trying to become a villain.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm afraid. If I leave, I might hurt someone. If I stay, they'll make me into one of their monsters. I'm better off dead.
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
A dog is quietly curled in the corner of the...
Please, don't... This can't be it. You let me free.
Okay, I got some experience for like setting free rather than trusted, but the story twist a tiny bit more.
They fed me horrible things, meat from people. I didn't want to eat it. But
It's really cruel.
To it that makes it
I love dogs, and when I saw the first time this kind of story, it makes me really sad.
You, the one who saved me, I can picture sinking my teeth into you, ripping the flesh apart, swallowing it down.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate and lick his chops. His eyes go hard and cold. Suddenly, he seems to remember himself.
This is awful. I can't go back into the world like... Please, just put me down.
Put me down. Oh my god. When I saw this first time
I won't be party to this. It's suicide.
So my teammates is controlled by a computer, so it's like Fane doesn't like it.
Killing any innocents today.
Alright.
This is not justice. Birdie does not deserve to die.
So yeah, it's really sad. I'm trying to get the villain, but I think that there's other ways of taking it. I will let him live. I saw that the second option, and it's really sad. Like, normally they allow you to actually attack yourself in case you want to redeem it, but as soon as you press number 2, the guy attacks it and the birdie is gone forever. So the problem is I don't have persuasion. I don't have the skill of persuasion, so it's gonna get like really bad. It's really sad, this. Oh god. No.
Sometimes.
Oh god. Well, at least it's fine. It's just not like... Oh god. I really don't like it. Sadly, in my life, I had to put down 2 dogs, and I was there with them until the last moment. It's not really nice. But, well, it's the game. Let's forget about it and let's move on with the story. Sorry, Birdie. Yeah, I had like really bad experience with that. The pets, it was the best for them. They were like really ill, and they were like not point of trying to like extend their life. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Like when you meet someone that has passed by and has been in the veterinary to the last moment, and see that your friends go, it's just nothing. It's undescribable. So yeah, I hope that it was for the best. Also in your case, in mine was for it. It was like ruling like infection with fungus, and the dog was like having much time, and the second one had cancer. So yeah. All right. I know that the environment is not the best to talk about this, but let's try to change subject. It makes me also really sad. This guy is the torturer, as you can see in For Joy.
You aren't tired of my...
And it's really fun because, like, back in the beginning, you find yourself with a woman, like a lizard woman, that gets killed, and you can actually like, where is it? I think I killed her. I got it. No. There, Atusa Lex, and you will see why you need that. And this is one of the. It's really fun. Yeah. I mean, this is not a fun, but it's not happy as you say a topic, but hopefully it will get you a chuckle, because it does for me.
This must be the Magister freak the blacksmith was referring to. He may have the very tool I need to craft my mask.
This kind of Fane needs a mask that you can obtain by other ways, but the guy still wants to get it, so...
Fane cheerfully explains that he needs something to rip off a person's face, even
cheerfully
demonstrating
explains.
the idea by reaching over and tugging on the Magister's cheeks. Rather than reacting with horror, the Magister seems excited, very excited. He explains that he might, however, having and giving seem to be 2 very different things. He proposes a trade. When Fane asks,
"Well, sugar, now that you should mention it, I do smell something quite delicious on you. Almost smells like a Magister I once knew. One I never could convince to visit me. Atusa by name."
Pull Atusa legs from your backpack and let Fan hand you over. Because you have like, of course you have a leg of a person like in your backpack for normal and total like ethical reasons. But no, it's a nutcase.
So sentimental to your own detriment, or worse, to mine.
Oh, the guy's not happy about it.
Fine. Keep your bloody rotting limb. I hope the flies make excellent company.
Who are you, you lovely little halfling?
Alright.
He reaches out and gently squeezes your arm.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun when I discovered that, because there is a trait of the elves that they can actually, if they eat like body parts, they gain some memories, which in some times can help you really, really nice with the stories. In case of murders, in case of like all killings or like forgiven like skills. And this one, if you have an elf and you ate that leg, you know part of the story, but you don't have access to give it to him because you already ate it. I had it on the backpack. I don't know why, but I really want to fight this one because I'm really in the highest difficulty, like not honor. Like hopefully, if my character, my party dies, I can reload the game. I'm not that crazy, but as you can see, it's really quite hard. Like, you can see the armors like 98 physical, 111 magical, and mine's like physical armor 43, magical armor 13, and this guy is like really well. This one is not, but like there's like 4 people on the left, 2 people on the right. So it's gonna be quite a hard combat, and Tactician mode is quite long anyway. So I will slap his hand on for me.
So exquisitely firm. You halflings are such a marvel. So please come in. Oh, do make yourself at home, won't you?
I love the tax. I'm going to use the barbarian as much as possible.
Is that a promise, darling?
Normally, this kind of combat, even in classic, you have to like more or less give it a thought before having like more or less like putting your party in order to contrast the guy that is also here. These are golems in the cage. So, but yeah, like I wanted to show you that line, so that puts me all the party here in the middle, and let's see what we can do about it. Let's put them together so they are cozy. Alright.
Glory is mine.
In Tactician mode, you also have like access to different abilities, and these people have one that is like magic or like fear stare, something about an stare that really creeps people out because they silence them. It's really quite a hard ability. If you have a mage party, it's game over. So let me try if I can focus this guy down. Oh man, that brasher is on the way. It's really shitty. There's no way I can get him. No. Oh, that's really bad. And there is no one there that actually can jet. Alright. Okay. Let's put bleeding here. Some more DPS, and yeah. Let's buff my party. In the normal edition, there was like kind of a balance. Like, no, sorry, no, there wasn't a balance. Like, it was like way more empowered or overpowered the physical damage party, because people like the mobs that you used to find had less physical armor than magical, and you can play a lot. You can apply a lot of status while doing that in physical, like for example, like knockback, cripple, as I did with this guy. Many things. So it's really a problem, and luckily in the definitive edition that you will get now if you buy the game normally, they fixed that, and now it's quite a balance. So that's why I'm trying. I'm building. I really don't know what I'm building, and I'm in the highest difficulty, which is kind of a problem, because for example, as you can see, this guy is a mage but has a bow. So I'm quite still working on it, but my idea is like 2 mages, 2 physical. The guy like this will be Beast, my barbarian will be like 200, like running into the battle and trying to make the prince kind of a battle mage, a fire battle mage, but it's really early stages. Fane should be like a necromancer, kind of like raising stuff like from the grounds, but right now has a bow. So yeah, and Loxe will be like my healer, kind of like Aeroturk. Air combines really good with water. As soon as you get people wet, as you can see here, it reduces the air resistance by 20%, and that's increased damage. And you can apply magical status by that. I hope I answered your question. If I speak too fast, because English is not my first language, please make me know, and I can slow it down or try to get any other words. I have a heavy Spanish accent though. There's nothing I can do. Right, so this guy has no armor, so I can apply like status like not down, but this is really like, it's really mobile, so it's gonna be really hard to follow. Yeah, that's really bad. Uh-oh. Spell like converting people into chickens. Alright. Alright. So I cannot do anything with the chicken. I guess I will have to run for it. Hopefully I kill him and get like 2 EPs more. Yeah, that's lovely. Need to heal. This guy that I told you was going to be a battle mage fire has only the restoration skill because of a ring. I didn't go that crazy and I started like building characters that bad. Let's see if I can get him to do stuff. God, it's gonna be really bad. I really need to get this guy down, but it's already gone. So I will try to put myself over here. The ice, there's a chance of like knock you down, and it's like you miss a turn, and that will be like pretty much game over for the guy. So I will try to keep it like that. Kind of right now it's tanky. So let's see if I can get him. Alright, I have a corpse so I can get a summon. It's always nice to have another corpse around in the party, so they have something else to hit rather than your main characters. I cannot set this on fire. Should I? Well, not now. Still, I really don't know what can I do here because this guy is gonna like wreck me. My stone is now. And this guy is already open, so it will come eventually. I need to save my CCs. Otherwise, it's gonna be a party that you don't like to be there. Alright, so path is interrupted. Yeah, that's a normal attack. Alright, let's get you there. Try to block the path somewhere there. Please don't fall now. I don't know if this corpse can actually fall down, but hopefully. Alright. Just be there. It's really bad, the charm spell. This is the silence there. Like, this is awful. Silence it, like really easy. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, crowd control can decide parties, fights, and that's why I don't play in Honor, because in this kind of games there's always the RNG, and it will be really bad to get like something like that. Okay, so this guy is Charm, and his turn is going to be soon, so I really need to hopefully have any kind of spell that I cannot pull from him and I cannot cast it anyway. So this guy is gonna be like attacking. Oh shit. It's really bad. fight doesn't look good at the moment. Yeah, it's lovely. Like further in the game, you get access to the kind of grenade he applied. This is really bad. Mostly because he starts like using my spells, and it's really shitty because now this guy has an armor. I don't know if I use the... Yeah, still one turn. I should have keep it. I forgot about that. Well. It's really shitty this the guy has like magical armor right now because I will have poison other way, but still. Yeah, you're right. You are not my friend anymore. Oh god, this doesn't look good. So another one to the party. Oh god, this doesn't look really good. What can I do? Cannot help him because I'm afraid. So I think I will keep going. I will put in the resistance though. You have to excuse me if I speak less, but it's getting really like complicated. Okay, at least this one is frozen, so that's one CC. This one is knocked down, so these two won't bother me. This one will, but there's nothing I can do. Luckily they are attacking the summoner thingy. Oh, stop putting things on. Stop buffing my enemies, I need these spells. Oh god, alright. So this one is ready. Yeah, peace of mind, but it's already, so I have, maybe I save it. I will save it in case. I will continue to sacrifice myself here. Making use of the armor. It's the only chance I get. Oops. Yeah, I don't know why, like, I don't know how it's in the first edition, but here... Yeah, I know that, it's just that I thought they were, like, disconnected. But hopefully I didn't get any of my enemies, and I will get the teleport soon, so I can start, like, putting things to burn. Here is also the same, when you, like, cast an air, or, like, storm spell, or whatever it's called, normally when you cast something, like, it highlights what you're going to use it. But that doesn't seem to appear when you cast the spell, and then, yeah, you shock them. So it's quite shitty. Alright. Oh, you are silenced anyway. Well, I have things to do. No. Alright, so get away from me, go back. Hopefully he can die now. Just die. Oh, my squirrel is poisoned. The fuck he did? Like, in order to avoid the fire, he went all this way? I don't know. Okay, this guy is really fucked up. Oh, I'm really glad then. No, in this game it's really nice. You have the tooltip when you leave the mouse. It can tell you everything about it, all the surface that can apply. The mouse burning, block can be electrified. Chance of knockdown, 2 turns, it's really bad. So that's really nice. Here that's really well made. Let me see, this one. I need to start applying something there. Can I move myself without? Yeah. So let's get closer. I got myself burning. I will eat. This is a buggy thing. The people from Larian are not able to fix it. The inventory gets locked for some reason, and then you cannot use anything related, even if you are not silenced. So I will eat the pumpkin then. For one, a tiny bit. Oh god, I missed the guy. Oh god. This is the kind of like RNG that can really fuck up a game, and then you are done for it. Alright. Let's keep getting this guy. There's a course there, why don't you... Ah, there's a golem, it's not valid, really? There's a course there. Alright, seems it was already dead. So... playing attacking. Lovely, have this guy back again without silences, but still 1 turn to the battery run. So... I'm ready. Let's buff things up. Friendly fire. Alright. Look at this like buff. That's so awful. That will die eventually. So this is moving now and it has tons of magical. Yeah, these monks, like the 2 of them on the left, has that spell, and one game, like Tactician, like was normal edition, I have to actually reload it because they just changed CC me. It was amazing to see that how good they did that, but yeah, nothing else I could do. I was with 2 mages, and I kind of like set my party somewhere here, try to draw all them to come around, and at some point the guy just come here, like move a lot, and like pretty much silenced me. The other guy came over there and was GG. I'm silenced and I cannot do much. Let's see if this one can live. Trying to hide a tiny bit. It's enraged. It's really bad. Cannot apply any status from here. So we'll just go for the, like, not the kill, but trying to get it like to die. I should have used this first to the 10% boost. Yeah, but now this is bad because like the storm cloud cannot allow me to come here. Like I cannot shoot. I mean, I can shoot here, but it will be a guy, like something. There will be like the path is blocked, as you can see. Like, well, yeah, it's not Smoke cloud, block vision, but I still can shoot. I don't know. Maybe it's a bug, but normally I shouldn't be able to shoot there. Neither cast a spell. Just die, fuck's sake. No, he's gonna die. 10. Keep healing him. See, now it works. I don't know why it didn't work before, but look, the flames disappear, but it kind of is like split my party. And this is also that can actually turn the battle like really badly for you, because imagine that you have here the healer, which is the case, and now it's out of the party. I mean, this is too far, but you can see like the whole vision, like not even there. I can actually shoot. So many things to have in mind, and I really don't know why they put the honor mode. I think it's more for like the sake of like people, but they shouldn't play like it's just too much. I will try to freeze this guy so it doesn't come over me, making him wet, and Hail Strike. So it's frozen, and I now how much turns? Like 1 turn. Okay, I will move. That was frozen. Die, please. Die already. Why you don't die? I'm gonna kill it with the cat. How fun is this? There you go. Oops. Well, that was close. We managed to turn the things around. I hope this... Oh, I can have this for like teleporting, so I don't take the risk of falling there, and I can apply the knockdown in his face. It was good. It was really hard in the beginning, but we managed to do it. It seems like even the party is kind of crazy with the composition, can pull some fights. I have to admit also that I have level 6 because I has been like, let me melt this ice because I don't like it. So I can actually go there. Can I? No, it's too far. Let's keep hitting with the cat. He's killed my partner. I thought if you teleport things too closely, like, they can get a kill. So what I really took me really hard to avoid, I managed myself in the end for not paying attention. Lovely. I should clip that and pass it to my friend. Oh god. Well, luckily the Resurrection Scrolls works. Now for the booty. Not bad. This is the Face Ripper, the one that feigns the character wanted. And 2 daggers, which is quite nice.
A perfect tool to rip a face from a corpse. I think I shall call it Face Ripper.
Very good.
Now to harvest a few samples, gather some source orbs, and craft a new mask.
It's funny because he's talking, but he already has the mask. There's other ways of getting it. Actually, like killing the person that steals it for him the first time. You have to search it around the island. But yeah, something that they should like fix.
You again, mister. I don't like it there. A bad man found me on the beach and brought me here. But I slipped away as soon as we got here. I just want to get out. Please help me get out. I just want to go to the beach.
Need to fix that. Give me a second. I have to restart the game. It's uploading the saves for the cloud. It's really like kind of annoying, that bug. In the normal edition, it was like, yeah, it's really nasty. In the normal edition, it was like, I don't know, every 6, 7 fights. But as soon as like some CC applies to you and this kind of charm, like it really like bugs your inventory. And as you can see, it's not only meat. Like maybe you need to change the weapons. Maybe you need to resurrect a teammate, and you cannot. It's simple impossible, and the only option is to restart the game. Please make me know if you want to know anything else for the game. I'm here to help. And it's always nice to have someone to talk about. I tried to convince most of my friends to get this game. I only got one of them. The guy plays Monster Hunter, City Skylines, and it's really kind of impossible to him to get it here for the whole adventure. So the inventory is unlocked again, and you can actually read it. Puzzle more recipe. You see, I will have to experiment, and this kind of scenes that this book, yeah. So you get the new recipes, and then you go. In this case, they were like grimoires, and boy, it's going up, and I learned these ones, which is quite nice. Yeah, like actually to complete this campaign, you really need to someone that pretty much like role in real life. We all have friends that say like, yeah, this Friday we're going to play role. You get that first week, but the second week say like, maybe we should go for beers instead. It's just like really time consuming and really huge invested. Of course, like I don't know if you have played role. I assume you did. It's really amazing to play with friends, and you can actually troll them. I normally play rogues, so I troll them, steal their stuff in mountains when it's really cold, but that's another story. It's just that it takes way much time. So this is another quite a huge fight incoming. This is kind of a trial. This is part of the story of how you learn how these people are actually like getting this kind of monks, that they are like silent soldiers, and they have how they can control them. So let me put a tiny bit, because otherwise it's a mess and it's really annoying to just move your soldiers around, and we can get the beast to walk.
Guards! What's that dwarven prisoner doing in here, roaming free?
I beg your pardon, Your Honor. He must have slipped his watchman. You! Who let you out your cell? Come along. You'll be tried when you're called.
I have the noble tag because the story of this guy is related to the loyalty, but I'm not pursuing that. I'm a barbarian. So...
Alright. That's enough.
Let's not be hasty, Magister. This ought to be an education for all of us. Tell me, sorcerer, what did you hope to gain by interrupting these proceedings?
Brother, do not answer. You must run. Run!
Searching a way to escape the fort.
The fort? To what end? To return to your home and lead a Voidwoken straight to those you love?
Yes, man.
Have no illusions. Our cure will not heal you, but it will heal all of Rivellon of those monsters. Would you like to see a demonstration?
Let's see.
How to explain it? You see, with this wand, I can leech the source from within you. You'll no longer attract Voidwoken. All this talk. Why don't, madam, please?
No! Animal! Beast! Slug! Please! No!
And it's a silent monk.
Perfection.
Seems quite barbarian to me. The perfect reason to rend his skull from his neck.
I imagine it's quite hard for you to fathom. I don't suppose I'd look forward to this fate myself, but you must understand, if this elf has sacrificed her source, some might say the spark of life within her, but she has done so in the name of us all. I would have loved for you to have seen our point, my friend. It would have meant the Divine Order doesn't need you to understand. It only needs you to accept. Now it's your turn to repent, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us here today. Even if you can't
My dog is
yourself,
being crazy right now, barking for something. Alright. So these two are still a sneak. So that's lovely. And I can actually like do some damage before coming. Yeah, why not? Can I pass by here? Well, if you have seen me playing the game from the beginning, you will see like most of these people, and the hallway before was full of these monks. Is how they are curing Rivellon. Going to be a sneaky lizard here. I wish I could like get the dwarf here so I can actually like rob them. I have thievery. I'll set them on fire. Sneakily on fire. Alright. Well, some damage. Let me get the cat because I really want to go up there. Let's see, how can I jump there? Nope. go up there. Ooh, that hurt. I really need this like skill, Phoenix Dive, in order to like go really up and move myself quickly through the battleground or the battle. I'm hoping the lizard, as it's quite tanky, will hold this 3 a tiny bit. He just missed an attack. And I can clean this 3 and well, I don't have much expectation this one to live, but I will try. Going to kill the cat. Alright, so... these two together. Nice one. Go clear Mander first to have like more damage. And setting on fire. Alright.
I'll yield to nuts.
Good. Some haste. See if I can heal the cat. Tiny bit, because I really wanted to be alive in order like the cat is a summoning, is unlocked for doing something. I mean, when you play the game you will understand it. It's a reward for keeping it alive, which is quite complicated sometimes. And it has this amazing ability which swap places with the master, allowing me at the moment, because I lack of the skills, I didn't find the book yet to learn, to do this kind of like phoenix dives or like learning wings. So I really need him alive in order to move better around the battlefield. Right. I don't have neither that skill, it's for Huntsman, tactical retreat. So this does physical damage, no? Yeah. Better there. Still nothing to do. It's gonna be 45. Gains some armor. Hopefully he can sleep, that will be really nice. But it's not going to happen. I have only this one to go. I should go out there and help. They don't have much armor, so I will go there and help them. See if I can reach from there. 2 action points. Yeah, that is good. Fair enough. There's many abilities, like I think each one for like each rank, or kind of like magic tree. That you can see it here. Aerotour is the has teleportation. Geomancer has nothing because it's related to the ground, so it doesn't make sense. Hazman has the tactical retreat as you saw before. The Aetherfist, I think it's more about healing and avoiding damage than teleporting. Necromancer has nothing. Polymorph allows you to have wings. The Scoundrel is the skill I just used to move around, which is this one, Cloak and Dagger. The Warfare has the Phoenix Dive, which is that the guy did in the beginning and creates on fire. And the Summoning, I don't think has anything, but yeah. So let's wreak some havoc now that I'm here. Potion. Hopefully I can get them both in the ground. I don't think so because he has like quite some armor, but this one for sure. Yeah. That's good, that's good, that's good. The boss, kind of a boss, is still on the loose, but hope we can get it under control. Let's put this armor away.
Cornered.
Alright, let's finish this one. I don't think it's going to happen though. Yeah, especially if we miss. So I will heal myself instead. It's another strategy. Also good. There is no need to kill people when you can actually... Oh my god, it's like... It's beating the death out of me. Die. Die already. Thank you. Target is outside. Why? Alright, well. Hopefully I can apply both knockdowns to the wizards. That's lovely. Why I have to move so much? Oh, well. I will put you down. Yeah. That's lovely. Shock. It's quite nice. Raise the course for the poor elf, as you will well said, and 5 AP. Wow, it's slow. Alright, there's nothing else I can do. I'll try to go away because I'm fighting 1 and 1. I'll see if I can pull this guy over here so I can start making some AoE and have my course here, like in the middle, try to block some path. And it's coming the other way around. Very good. Hopefully I have the teleport soon. Yeah, 1 turn. That's quite nice. And back to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Makes no point. They have like magical, so yes, it's amazing. Actually, when I tried this game in a friend house, the guy just let me like do a battle, and it kind of it's funny because like in Reddit they said like the kind of the Divinity 2 original seed combat has ruined for the guy other RPGs because this is so amazingly complex that once you try other games, even they have like maybe better story, which in this case can be because the story is nice. I mean, has some twist, but the story is quite linear. I mean, you can do whatever you want in the world, but it's linear. Like in Skyrim, for example, I never reached the mountains where I should have gone, and I went to level 30 or something like that, and I didn't do the first quest after killing my first dragon. But the combat in this game is just plain amazing. Like, other games, they have nothing to do about it. There's so many combinations, so many possible combinations, that is just stunning, actually. And you haven't seen it, but of course, like when you see before, like when the flames goes away, it creates smoke. With electric spell, you can also set the smokes, like the smokes or the clouds, like really with electrostatic or whatever it is, and they also stun people there because you have like you are in a cloud full of electricity, like many things. Is just amazing. And this game is fully modded, so every time they keep pulling like more and more mods that enhance the experience, like more classes even. I have seen priests, I have seen like succubus, I have seen Valkyries, like that is just amazing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. That was a lot of mobility from inside. Okay, I will let you finish here. Oh, that was really shitty. Oh, the board. Oh, come on, die. Ay, madre. Yeah, Armor Frost is not gonna save you. Can I jump from here? Yeah. No? Oh, that's really bad. Well, then I guess the next round. Like, for example, like they are on fire and they're going to take 2 turns of damage, but my only spell, because I'm just in the beginning, is to just rain ice on it, so I will like put the flames away. That's something I can do. That's really big problems. Oh, lovely, I have this again. Oof, that saved me. I'm going to do a Molotov because they don't have like major resistance, and I will set them again on fire. And this doesn't have... Oh no, my squirrel is on fire again. I hate that when it happens. He gets back and starts running away, and then when he goes... Oh, he stops. This guy starts like running, and it pops again to the beginning, so it's really annoying. So what do you have? Alright, I'm gonna make you an undead. I don't know if you have seen that, but there is like the necromancers has this decaying touch. I will let you a tiny bit so you can actually read it. Pretty much like says decay, as you can see here, and if you examine it, it says like healing spells and potion will damage you for 100%. This is something really to have in mind when you're trying to heal someone, because you will kill him. But in this case, I can apply the restoration skills in order to do him more damage. That's another like combination of skills that we were just mentioning. Double knockdown. Just die.
Your maker.
Oh, this guy's out of combat now. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because that means he doesn't have to go. I'll sneak my way around. And I'm going to heal this guy for more damage. Because he still has decay. The battle is stopped. This is really useful, for example, when you're playing multiplayer. Like any of your plays that if you play by co-op, but if you play like up to 4 in the internet, it's really nice because you can do still your things if you want to make part of the battle. In this kind of like situations where say like 2 people say like yes we should kill them, but you're trying to keep it with, you know, like instead of being chaotic evil, chaotic neutral, trying to be good, and say like no, I will not take part of it. You just leave. But in this case, I just go back to the fight. So this is petrified, doesn't bother me, and the path is interrupted, so I have to kill him. Oh yeah, I misclick. Yeah, I misclicked. Oh, I can actually like put in another restoration for 34 damage, and the tick kills it. The only thing about Tactician mode is quite long battles, but if you like the thinking, as I do, it's quite regarding. See, this is for example something I was explaining you before. I got a chunk of flesh from the Silent Monk. I go to Fane, which in this case is like the elf, has like traits from elf as flesh sacrifice. And when you eat it, well, this is not because you know the story, Roman torso that you got. It tells you a tiny bit of a story about this guy.
Crucified figure blazing with sauce. You hear screams, and then the scent of charred flesh.
Tells you a tiny bit of story. You can also, like, this guy learn, for example, first aid and spread your wings through eating meat from other people, also the Armor of Frost. It can also give you, like, civil abilities also. If you eat, for example, a meat, let's not call it a head, but well, a head of a merchant that it was really good merchant, then you get one point in bartering. So it's opens another way of like many things to get. But yeah, like my most trouble, for example, I love to play Civilization. It's one of my favorite games. I don't stream it because it's quite hard to to get people to watch it, even here in Divinity. And it's just like really annoying. And when I found out that you can actually don't have to be tied to your partner that you're playing, that you can move around, it's really good. Like you don't need to be on the combat. Wait, let me help the squirrel because it's going to die. It's just the elf, like the elf trait. Like I can explain to you. No, there. Explains on the tags. When you first met the elf in this game, they also like explain you with a tiny bit of story, which is nice. So everyone has their own abilities. This is the dwarf that has like, well, this is the train for the guy, the barbarian, no, dwarf. Firstly, naturally, even the power of draw will die for the dying kingdom, but not that will die for the queen. Humans have like more chance. The lizard has the well, it doesn't say here, but it has. What is it? There, sophisticated of the backstory. Gives you a nice fire resistance because this guy is normally all the time with fire, or at least that's how you should build it. Since the camera is blocked, then on the path. Ah. It seems I need to restart the game though. Wow, that's really bad. I never found this bug before. Let me see if no. What is happening now? see if I can speak with a guy in order to solve this. Alright. Well, let's save it and hope it gets better. Yeah, actually, now that you said it does. Yes, there was a keeping for that. It was, yeah, actually, I will check it out. It was because with the dynamic camera, there were some points that maybe they were like kind of a clutter or a cluster of enemies, so this allows you to get it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, actually, this is what it is. Let me get the dynamic camera and close up the yellow app, and let me see. Yeah, it's tactical mode. You were right. I think it was H. Yeah, let's not guess and get there. Tactical camera. Oh. Yeah. Forgot about that. I barely need it. That's lovely. So I think I killed everyone in Fort Joy. Yeah, but the weapons travel doesn't work. That's why I thought it was a bug. We'll just restart the game. I will play until next level. Not so much game still, but just a thumbs up in case you rather go to another stream. It was really nice to have you. I was really glad to talk to someone, share gameplay tips, and you helped me with the with the tactical mode camera that you remember it. So yeah, it's always really nice to talk with someone while playing. I'm glad you like it. I just started doing this, as I said in my profile. I never had the technology to do it, and I really want it. So yeah, pretty much like jump into this while I know it's late. There's so many people around better than me with other games and with way more fan base, but I will do it for fun. Also, it's also nice to have when you play with friends in Divinity or like Pack, or when you play like any kind of other games, World of Warcraft with a friend. If something like funny happens, you can actually clip that really quickly, which is always nice to have. I will see if I get to level 7 quickly. And I will show you a tiny bit the island around. What's happening, Pepper? What's happening? No, it's not working. The waypoint travel. I don't know why. Well, let me get to a waypoint then. Yeah, as you can see, I was trying to get the Bilang tag, so I pretty much annihilate everything that was here. First rob them. I think this 2 is alive because I didn't pass here again, but yeah, I was trying to get as much experience as possible. Why you cannot reach? Oh, because this is close. Yeah. There are a few people alive. It's not that I must murder everyone, but for joy ghetto. Yeah. It's tiny bit of accident happening here and there. Why I cannot travel around?
The shrine depicts loose once more.
Alright. And now, okay, now it works again. Wow, that was kind of a weird bug. So yeah, as you can see, there's some people around still, but it's just that they are like really low level and easy to kill. I just spare the life. I just do it for the sake of the experience. Like experience in the game, not the fact of killing people. So let's move to the second part of Fort Joy, which is the bridge. I'll show you in the map. You start the game over here. You have to make your way a tiny bit. Enter Fort Joy, see how things are going there, who is in charge, your options to do that, and that's pretty much it. The point of leaving this island is to get this boat, and there's the final fight there. Quite hard actually in Tactician. It's over there. Sorry with the zoom. There is like the Seeker's Camp, the guy that helps you. There's a dragon here, which is really nice. I mean, if you actually play the game, I don't want to tell you the story, it's just a tiny bit like guide through about the island. So I think I will move myself here, which is like, it says guy, but it's where Gareth is. It's here, no. It's a guy I need to save. It's the guy that, oh, I shouldn't pass by here actually. Let me save it. I robbed this guy before, so I don't know if he'll remember me or try to get it. That's quite nice. Okay, that's good. If you see, if you got the sneak, the one thing is like you cannot pick pop every other time. It's just like limit to 1. Not by characters though, of course. But so you have to like raise the skill of thievery in both characters. This was like that before I arrived. It was an ambush. Alright, so people here also to kill. And I need to go myself up in the bridge, which is there. It was here, the entrance. Okay. Yeah, but you can see I'm kind of like hoarding or guarding some points that will be really useful for the fights, but as I don't know how I'm going to make actually my final composition for the game, I just make it happen. This is really funny because they are like pigs that are in flame, and you also will get to their story. Nice actually side quest, really fun to watch and to do it. It's just there, I'm fine. If you get to play this game, or I don't know if it's in the first one, you need to get Pet Paul in your main character or the second. Pet Pulse allows like a huge world of side quests, funny phrases, ways of doing that. Yeah. Also hints, like especially rats, for example. There was a rat over here, like before, like a huge event, like a fight. Here is a fight actually. I will go the other way around. And there's a rat that says like, careful because there's a big creature there, so you can actually like move around also. So yeah, I will let you will decide. Either we can fight here with void walkers and skeletons, or we can go there, that they are like some magisters, trying to figure out something about the story. You can tell me where to go. I will get to level 7, and then I will drop the stream. I will rest a tiny bit, walk the dog, and maybe hopefully see you any other day for continuing the story. Magister, let's go. The bad thing about not having persuasion with your main character, because of course, like I feel that is the person like the one first to talk with them, not the guy, is like it doesn't have like persuasion, which is like really nice to get yourself out of situations. In this case, it's one of them. I don't have persuasion, so it's gonna be a fight.
Run away. If you're trying to save your friend here, you're a bigger fool than he is, and you'll meet the same fate. You expect me to swallow that? I'll see you choke.
These ones are not in the fight, actually. Let's get in a tiny bit better position, I think. One thing that is really nice in this kind of game, and this game, is actually start the combat with your Aeroturger, the guy that has the teleport, and then just get people together. So in this case, you see that there's 2 people here. You can see more or less the turn of how it's going to be. So for example, this one's going to move after this one, and this is the first, and this is the last. Right? So like 3rd, 4th, 1st and 2nd. You can see like in the top part it gets like a tiny bit of glow, which is really nice. So let's try to play around it. I will swap with my other caster in order to gain a tiny bit more of range. Of course, I have seen that when you try to do this and eventually you step over the line, and then there's nothing to do. So, nothing to get there. Put it there. Alright. I will save the skill. Seems that there's nothing actually I can do. Let's go hard on them.
Prepare yourself.
This is the guy that you need to save. He's fighting here on the ruins. One thing about this game that is really nice, I don't know if it was in the first game also, is that when you reach some points, for example, if you come here to this battle and you see the battle and then you pass by saying or thinking that okay, I will come back later, when you come back the battle is over and this guy is dead because it's 4 versus 1. And this happens along the game, so like for many battles there are like some things that they need to take care of it right now, especially when people are arguing, fighting, you have to take a choice, this kind of thing. If you pass by, oh, that's really nice. It seems that the first one is also really nice to play. I will have a look, maybe. I'm really glad that this is an option. I discovered the hard way, but it was fun. Yeah. Let's make more fire. So this one has 17F and this one 79, so it doesn't actually matter. And I'm going to pull them to get tiny bit. Oh, this is fortified, of course, you cannot teleport it. Ah, that's really shitty. Bright pepper. Alright, so I said nothing. It seems that I cannot do much anyway because I wanted to put it like really close and it's not going to happen. So back to the plan, just slamming them with magic. I love the... I mean, I play this game in Tactician, like for the battles. It has like other games. It has Classic, which is the normal. It has Explorer mode, which is like less fighting and more like exploring, doing side quests and stuff. And this like the amount of resistance the mobs have is lower, so it's like way more dynamic. So it's up to you. Actually, like this another one that I cannot remember, another way of doing it. Explorer, Classic, Tactician. There's another one in Definitive Edition. But yeah, like that's allowed you to get. In Tactician, you really enjoy the battles, and when you actually pull like really good combos, even with magic or putting things, or it's really satisfying. Really satisfying to do. Okay, to get both. Only hit one. Physical. So let's get closer. Let me see if I can get the clouds, as I told you, like with electricity. So you get the clouds. You see that it's a steam cloud, removes burning, doesn't say anything, and when you like shock it... Oh, it didn't work because it was... Well, maybe you need another spell, but you can actually make the whole cloud to go like electricity or electrical or whatever. So I tried. Wow, that's a news. I never saw that grenade before. Alright. 300. Oof, that's a lot of armor.
I'll yield to none.
I cripple him, but it's not a stun, it's just enables him to move and he can actually shoot the stupid crossbow to my face.
I'm ready.
Let me armor on the other one. Shut up. So much trouble, this guy. Let's pull him out of battle. Well, it will damage him though, so I will get him this one and pull it in the damage area. We're in so much trouble at the moment. Because I managed to get him this by physical, but we are surrounded, or caster are surrounded, and they are not going anywhere soon because they have like still tons of magic resistance. Let's see if I can get this one to die. I will sleep, please. Yeah, that's how things work. If you get a frozen target, for example, that's like this ability, Searing Daggers, is really useful like in high games because like if for example if one of your partners gets frozen, you have like up to 3 daggers. They don't do much damage, but they do fire damage. So you can actually like set on fire something and then the last dagger throw it to your partner that is frozen and then automatically gets unfrozen. It doesn't pass the turn, and then you can keep going. Alright, this will be dead with the cat. There you go. So how is going? This Feign really bad. Swordman, this guy is here without magic, so we should try to get like the magical hits one. And yeah, well, pretty much. Okay. No, I thought it was opportunistic there.
I'm fading.
Fucking clouds. Oh, really? Oh, the guy hits his own guy, and killed my... Alright. So this is getting fortified, so we'll try to get it down by the Orcasters if they don't die in the next turn. Stress the guy. Because I'm gonna need like both caster to take the guy down. Hey, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. As you can see, like Feign is undead. I'll show you another trait that these people have. Now it doesn't have the elf trait anymore, like the flesh sacrifice, but instead, like, he has the play death ability, which is really cool. Another thing to play around in a really big long fight. I didn't shock myself. And hopefully he will be like slowed a tiny bit more. Whoops. So let's try to get some terrain. Oh yeah, I will get that sign that you see with the sword. It means like when I move, it has an opportunistic trait, so it will get a free attack on me. That one. So I really shouldn't move. Just like hit him. That one, attack of opportunity. You're going to the ground. See if survives. Yeah, okay, why not? Yeah, it's really complicated to deal with it, but there's also many skills for you. For example, if you are surrounded by opportunistic enemy, you can always use battery ram, which is this one. That doesn't apply movement, but still you move, or you can like fly or whatever. The main problem right now is that this guy has a lot of armor, and the necromancer does like armor, so physical damage. I would need to. Yeah, of course, you can always teleport the enemy away, but another thing to have in mind, for example, is that the enemies, as they also have, I cannot examine myself. Well, most of enemies also use 45, and that's immunity to being teleported. Because of course that you are recovered by stone. Another one like this kind of deep combat that amazes everyone that plays this game actually. Doesn't cease to... See? Target cannot be teleported. So you have to deal with it. I'll be honest, right now, if I'm dealing with this, I'm just talking to you, and like, it's 2 versus 4. The other one is control, but the right thing to do will be like, as I have the inventory, and right now I have like the Peacekeeper. But if I change myself to the other one, it was like, for example, did I get the stuff, a better stuff? Yeah, that one, for example. But let's get this one. Now you get like one of the traits of the having a staff. It's like Staff of Magus, which is the same of like attacking like by bow. It's just that it does like magic damage. So let's see if I can get it. Because the problem with Necromancer, as I told you, is it does physical armor and the guy has tons of it. So I will just like, let's see if I can get it here. No. Some of them, some staffs has a tiny bit of AoE that you can abuse. But this one, no. Same with this one, change to my staff, and also like, see this kind of AoE, you can see, when attacks, it does like magical damage. Die already. I will let him burn. And you are also done. Level up. And now for the booty. Nice. Mostly this kind of group, they only have like a big guy that has like a unique item. It kind of like enhance your experience because you actually killed the guy, so you actually took his weapon, armor, the breastplate, whatever. So it's really nice. But the same with uniques is the same as crafting. As the moment you loot it, it locks to that level. And for example, there are some huge. Let me show you. No, the Magister. No, where's the Cabin's Robe, for example, that it says that it's stolen, but they took it. There is a mod that you can actually, like, when you repair an object, the mod actually like brings that kind of unique item to your level. And I've seen this robe in level 15, and it gets like 5 auto torque, 60% air resistant. It's not really balanced, and that's why I'm playing without mods in order to have achievements. But it will be a nice adding to the game, actually. The battle keeps going. I will leave the stream here. I will see a loot. If you told to these guys a tiny bit of side story, if you don't declare the fights, they tell you that they were already going, because down there was a really bad stuff happening. And you cannot actually like get it right now. Like, it's the guy that is like decomposing. There's a trap somewhere. So, but if you play, you have to see it from your own. And I'm going to leave it here because there's another 4 battle there, and I really want to walk the dog, like few hours, 1 or 2 hours. And yeah, thanks for the follow. You are my number 10 since I started. I have to admit, like 4 of them I think are my friends, but it seems that something I'm doing great. I hope you were entertained. I'm really happy that you joined me in this afternoon/night. Here in Spain it's 9 already. And hopefully I will see you again. And if you decide to get the definitive edition, we can always play together. Although I ain't quite a villain, but that's pretty much it. Have a nice day or night, and yeah, see you around.